Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Please enjoy the world of Catherine Full Body with Vigor.
Alright, let's skip all these cutscenes, but yes, we're playing Catherine. And currently we're going to go through all the cutscenes so we can get to the very first level, the underground cemetery. But pretty much the story so far, at least we can explain at the moment, is that Vincent Brooks, about 32-year-old male, is currently having nightmares and he has no idea why. And we got to try and guide him to safety by climbing up an insane amount of towers. But we'll explain more the story to get through each of the actual unique stages along the way. But first up is going to be, the underground cemetery. Alright, and we are underway. Yeah, so... Oh, 1 second. Yeah, it's going to skip all the actual dialogue. Don't need to hear it. As you can see, there are gold coins scattered on the floor, but we don't want them. It's unnecessary for us to go for that. We're not going for the gold prizes. But yes, basically, overall, it's going to be a lot of pulling, pushing in different directions to try and get these actual blocks to line up where you've got to get to climb up the tower. The first level's nothing too complicated. It's a pretty basically gets you into like the basics of the actual gameplay overall. Just gonna very quick make our way through this first level. We're gonna get some more dialogue right here in a second. Right here. Just gonna skip all of that. It's not necessary for us to listen to. And we're almost there. And that is the first. There we go, off to a good, strong start. Yeah, so you're ranked on every level you do along the way. Depending, you can either get a bronze, silver, or a gold trophy, depending on how much you climb for a combo, and how many coins you collect along the way. Primarily, the main way of getting silver and gold is by getting both the coins and also the maximum climb bonus. Yes, we're currently now going through the first bit of actual story, explaining like who Vincent actually is, his longtime girlfriend Catherine with a K, and he just saw like an actual corpse right there. That was one of the deaths on the news about an unexplained murder, and we'll get into more of that later on. Yeah, this is Erica explaining all about the actual events of the first actual about hearing Rin here. Hearing and seeing Rin, and she's appreciated that they actually helped her out when she needed it. But yeah, this is primarily going to be a lot of talking and get you introduced to the new mechanics of the actual, because technically Catherine Full Body is not actually like a full-on remake or remaster, it's like a pseudo remaster with a lot more different. 1 second, just got to put this in very quickly. That doesn't bother you. Worry about it too. Messaging. Home safe. There we go. So what we're trying to do is try and keep the actual that meter there as neutral as possible, because it's the fastest way of getting to the end overall. Yeah, your actions and your actual interactions with people will change how Vincent feels, which dictate the story and what sort of ending you'll get. There are 14 unique endings in the game, and depending on your actions and choices will tell you what you'll get. Another message from Catherine. Yeah, can I get under address? Because we want to try and keep it as neutral as possible to try and get the fastest ending.
Okay.
There we go, that's now dead in the middle. Don't have to keep it perfect in the middle, but we want to try and keep it as more as possible. But yeah, in Full Body, they really go out your way in the first bar session. Sorry, Catherine, but gonna let it ring.
Would you like to save your progress?
No, thank you. I don't want to say. Thank you very much. And yeah, also what you can do at the bar as well, if you really want to, you can drink. And the bottle icons in the bottom left indicate how drunk Vincent is. The more you actually drink, the actual faster you move in the nightmares. But we don't really do that in a speed run, because the time it takes to actually drink 2 lots of bottles of alcohol, or glasses of alcohol, and by the time you actually do all the dialogue and then everything else, you lose time in the actual nightmare you could get through normally. Yes, this is the actual first proper actual stage of the run, going into the Prison of Despair. But yeah, they added some quite nice fun things in the actual remaster or pseudo remaster of Full Body. you actually can see exactly how people died in the levels, exactly where they died as well. Alright, so now we're entering stage 2, the Prison of Despair. Excuse me, to get that dialogue, SAP. Yeah, so now we're getting introduced to a new mechanic now, cracked blocks. And also our first, it's technically just a mandatory skill you have to do anyway, but you'd be surprised how many people don't use this technique later on in the game. It's just incredibly surprising. Because it's a technique that can really help you out when you really need it. Yes, we're also at the end of the first area already. Do. Just gonna mash through the dialogue ASAP. Oh, what's Daisy? There we go. Yeah, luckily if you do make a small mistake, you can very quickly undo, which is pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. That's the end of the first area for the Prison of Despair. There we go. But yeah, if you've got anything you need to say, we've got a quick like 35 seconds, 40 seconds here before we get back into the next level.
I would like to remind everyone that we are trying to raise money for the fantastic charity Great Ormond Street Hospital. They are helping children from across the UK with some of the most complicated illnesses that the world has to offer. Without the help of Great Ormond Street Hospital, it's very likely that many of the children in their care would not make it, and the only reason that they are able to do what they do is thanks to generous donations from people in the UK and across the world. So please, if you can donate today, please do, with ! donate in the chat, by scanning the barcode on screen, or even by utilising the Tiltify widget down below. 3 ways for you to donate, so please do use one of them if you can.
Thank you very much. But yeah, that was just that was the first introductory session to the in-between stages where you can like talk to people, talk to sheep, talk to them, see how they're doing, encourage them. And if you do them actually in a certain order, you can save certain people from their nightmares. And that was also introductory as well to the confessional, where you get asked questions on every single floor on the way up to the very top of the actual tower. Unfortunately, we're going to get blocked by the sheep. Unfortunately, here we're going to get asked to get out of the way. Thank you very much. Yeah, unfortunately, you can get trolled a little bit by the sheep here if you're not careful, like that. Again. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I almost got blocked again. Now, unfortunately, these sheep are not being nice up to me at the moment, which is kind of mean. Fine. Yeah, I'm getting unfortunately trolled by these actual sheep. Usually they're pretty nice, but they're being pretty mean right now, how much they're blocking me in. Yeah, I'm being, yeah, I got it out of the way. There we go. Unfortunately, I was very unlucky. I got blocked a lot from the sheep there. That's unfortunate. That's fine. It could have been a lot worse, but unfortunately they were basically trying to run into me constantly. They can run away from you, but they usually always run towards you, and you've got to try and get there before they cut you off.
At the landing,
Yeah, the landings are also a way for you to learn new techniques in case you haven't played the game before. You can always try and learn some new techniques that might help you out in the actual levels. Yeah, our second confessional, so we're going to try and go for the chaos or freedom choice now. There we go, so we're perfect in the middle at the moment, which is what we want. But yeah, unfortunately, to get certain endings, you have to not pick what you want to pick, you have to pick what the game needs you to pick to get certain endings. Most of them don't really matter, there's only a couple of key questions that really influence the actual ending you'll get later on. But yeah, that's the end of the normal stages for Prison of Despair. And now it's time for our first real boss. Yeah, the Prison of Despair, 3rd floor, the Fist of Grudge.
The Fists of Grudge have appeared.
It's the killer! Do not die! That's some great advice there, game. Thank you so much for telling me that. Yeah, so basically most bosses have like a tendency to have like a certain mechanic or a couple of mechanics they can use against you to make the climb harder. Either by like making blocks hard to actually move, or actually making things fall from above you. But with the Fist of Grudge, as long as you're fast enough, it will never do anything. As long as you're fast enough, it will never ever do an attack on you. The most important thing is just make sure you don't panic too much, just keep moving ASAP. I think we're still far enough ahead at the moment by the looks of it. There we go, I think we're all clear now by the looks of it. These last 2 blocks, and that's the end of Prison of Despair. Wonderful, that actually was a pretty good climb actually. That was a really good climb. And that is the end of the first proper stage. Yes, so now basically it's going through some of Vincent's memories, which actually are new addition to Full Body, going back into the past and seeing how Catherine with a K and Vincent first met up, and part of their history. And now we're being introduced to a new Catherine now, Catherine with a C, which is mostly the main artwork for the game is Catherine with a C, and we'll get more into Catherine with a C later on as the actual get to some further stages. Yeah, that's why we always prefer to be saying Catherine, because there are 3 Catherines, one with a K, one with a C, and one with a Q. And this is Catherine with a Q. So I always try and refer to them with Catherine with a, and then the letter responding to that current person's in general. Yeah, that's wonderful. But unfortunately, we're not going to do that. We're just going to get off our chair straight away and go straight back home. But yeah, in the bar, you can talk to people as well from the... You can talk to people throughout the entire bar, learn who they are, their history, all that good stuff, talk to your friends, and also you can drink 1 stick more to actually go faster than Nightmares, but we won't be doing that. We're going to go straight on back home and get ready for the 3rd stage, which is going to be the Torture Chamber. So pretty much the layout of the whole game is basically going from the bottom, from the underground Reborn Cemetery, all the way up to the very top of the actual gates of the cathedral. There's actually the level design actually pretty well designed, because it actually shows you the entirety of the bottom of the tower to top of the tower, like its entire building itself, entire another world. Well, I guess technically Dreamscape at the very least. You can see the very bottom of the mountain, and it goes through all its different areas to climb up higher and higher. But yeah, trap blocks are the new block for this area, and trap blocks basically are spring-loaded. As you can see right now, if you stay on top of it, you get perforated. So don't stop on top of one. But yeah, it's nothing too much from this first area overall, just be mindful of some trap blocks quickly. As long as I don't stand on top of one, you're perfectly fine. Oh, whoopsie daisy. That was my bad. I actually moved one block I should have moved. There we go, it's much faster. Let's take this block over this way so we can make a footbridge over here. Keep moving. We're almost there now. Thank you. I could have gone actually there. I was afraid I might get trapped. Like that, for example. The sheep blocked me in. They're not too bad in the grand scheme of things, but they're being overly annoying today. Of course they are. There we go. It's not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to climb around, spider our way around that. But yeah, Spire is one of the most useful techniques in the entire game. It's pretty much when you can hang off a ledge without actually falling down to another block. And it's actually one of the most... The first technique you're meant to learn in the game, but one of the best, like hands down, not even kidding. It's so useful, but I see so many people not actually use it overall. Alright, time for our next confessional.
Well, this is a surprise.
To be honest, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so we've got actually freedom questions, we've got answer with an order question next time, keep it neutral. But yeah, that's the end of the first level of the Torture Chamber. And now make our way towards Area 2. But yeah, as the actual stages go on, they add more and more blocks together from different areas together, making it more complex as time goes on. So I'm going to start getting trap blocks, crack blocks, immovable blocks, heavy blocks. They start to add more and more as time goes on, but they ease you in surprisingly quite well. That's a message from Catherine for Q, or Kath, or Rin in general, saying that now we have the ability to call upon the power of music in case we are in danger of falling off the stage. She can help save us in case things go wrong. She'll slow down the lash with the rate the actual blocks will fall. There we go, we're going to do more spidering so we can climb higher and higher without having to move any blocks. Now our first new goat right here, or sheep, ones with the curled horns, which are more aggressive than the normal ones. Thank you for moving. Once again, we're going to spiral away off this side so we can climb up here quickly. Avoid that spiky bit right there. There's two paths here, but either way works for us. I'm gonna get out of here! Yeah, spiraling is so useful in this game. Unbelievably useful. That's absolutely... Oh, excuse me. Use the blocks we can do that very quickly. That actually was a pretty good 3-2. That actually was not too bad, apart from that one sheep being a little bit annoying. But yeah, good stuff. So yeah, now we can get ready now for the next, well, I say boss battle in general. But this one actually can be quite scary, because if you actually are too aggressive and too fast, you can get caught out in their attack, and we'll explain that in a second.
That piano seems to have an interesting power.
Alright, this is the first question. Make sure I answer this actually incorrectly, because you don't want to actually activate the actual secondary route for this, making sure we pick the wrong answer on purpose. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, so the nightmares that Vincent is having basically are because of his tendency of change and everything going on in his life going way too quickly. So all his nightmares are being caused because he's so afraid of the future, what's going to happen shortly, plus also other things that happen as well, especially now he's been cheating with Catherine but with C, which make the nightmares even worse. And nightmares are a reflection of his day-to-day life, so now we're being chased by a butt monster.
The immoral beast has appeared.
Or the immoral beast.
Do not die.
Do not die, thank you. I will grab this energy drink, because that's actually one of the best items in the game, which allows us to actually go up 2 blocks at once. Just gonna get this out ready. This is their attack. The actual love, the attack from the actual sky. They hit you, your controls get reversed. So you want to avoid that as much as possible by having to wait a little bit, unless you know how to do it perfectly in reverse. Gonna do it again, that's absolutely fine. Wait it out. Gonna use my first drink right here. Just gonna wait out here for a second while waiting for this attack to fall down again. Yeah, the most important thing with this boss battle is not being too aggressive overall and just take it one step at a time. Yes, we're almost there already. Just got a couple more levels left to go. My second drink right here. Unfortunately, I got trapped out there. That's fine. Wait this one out quickly. One sec, I got. I forgot. I got back there again quickly. There we go. That's fine. And that is the moral beast taken care of. But yeah, that's the thing. If you go too quickly, they don't actually attack you themselves. They'll just let their ability do the work for them. And that one is quite annoying because unless you can know how to do it perfectly in reverse, you have to wait out every single attack. Like from 15 years ago when they met when they were in college. But yeah, it's actually kind of nice and full body. It actually showed you the past of Vincent and Catherine Fouquet. You didn't get that in the normal classic edition. But yeah, if you have anything that needs saying, we've got like a very quick break here before we get ready for the next part of the run. There's quite a few cutscenes here that play back to back.
Absolutely. Once again, we've not actually had any more donations yet, but if you are in chat and you would like to donate, all you need to do is !donate in the chat, scan the barcode on the screen, or use the Tiltify widget down below. Those are 3 different ways that you can donate to the fantastic charity. I was going to say Special Effect, but no, it's Great Ormond Street Hospital this weekend, who also help out children just like Special Effect do. But for these children, it's children with incredibly dangerous, sometimes terminal, sometimes just incredibly complex illnesses. So please do help fund the treatment of these children by donating to to Great Ormond Street Hospital with !donate in the chat.
Thank you. But yeah, now we're entering the Inquisition, which is almost the halfway point of the actual run once you get past this level. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to do not a hard skip here, but it's something that can save you a lot of time here if you can pull it off correctly.
Should you wish to escape judgment, you'll have to.
But I haven't actually done it in a speed run yet, but I know how I should be able to know how to do it well enough now to actually pull it off during the speed run here. It's nothing too major, but it's actually quite special to see. So let's see if I can pull it off first time. But yeah, so I'm actually going to fall, and we're going to push all these blocks out except for this one last spring block right here. We're going to drag it out, pull it over here, drag this out, let the entire stage fall. You're wondering why I'm letting the whole stage fall, and we'll see in a minute why I'm doing this. It's the whole stage is falling, but now I'm putting the camera straight up, which you can do, so you can see what's going on. Pull this one out, then wait for the final thing to pass us, and then push it back in. Push that in, pull it out, and then that's it. Wonderful. Fantastic. I actually managed to pull that off. Basically, it's a way of having to like manipulate the camera and having blocks in certain locations to trigger the actual level to fall in a certain way. I actually managed to do that perfectly first try. It's not overly too difficult, but it's still really good to pull it off regardless.
I'll get her back.
I'll get her back. Oh man.
Hello again, my little lamb. What?
Second question, what do you think? Doesn't matter, of course. Yeah, we want to get these wrong on purpose, these questions. And you can tell it makes it like a special chime sound when it's a special question. It's not how I feel about the question itself, but for the run and speed, that's the most optimal question. Because if you get the question right, the glass cracks, and it takes a little bit longer for the actual thing to go away. Alright, now it's time for the boss area. But yeah, the Inquisition only has one stage before the boss battle. And we're being chased by a baby! Or the child. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately you're forced to have Rin play the song here. It doesn't matter either way, but it's just the game saying, like, yeah, that's actually there for you to use. Alright, what are you going to do? That's fine. Like, it's going to be that way anyway. Just going to move this around so I can make myself a little bridge here. Carry me! Just going to make an actual bridge here again. Yeah, it doesn't want to go that way, does it? Not really. That's fine, now we can spy it over this way, come up over here. Whoops. Okay, that's actually a little bit better actually, I knocked up there quickly. Pull this to push that along, thank you. There we go, now we can come up the second half of the level now. Where you're going to try and strike, right over there. If that hits you, I can send you down a lot of levels. So trying to get hit by that if you can actually avoid it. Just going to make a little bridge over here, thank you very much. But yeah, we've got free cash we can use now as well, free drinks, which we can use for this last little bit over here. Where you're going to try and strike, that's fine. My first drink here. Yeah, you got to be careful, you get hit by that, you'll go flying down the level again. We're going to our second drink right here. Yeah, we can save our last drink for this last bit right here. As you can see it just trying to spam the actual attack now. There we go, that's the baby taken care of. Yeah, that's a pretty good Inquisition overall. Congratulations! Also, the game also at the end of each level gives you actual a quotes of the game itself, depending on what reward you get. There are 3 quotes for each stage, depending on you get bronze, silver, or gold. There was a fun treat to hear when someone actually completes a level as well, seeing what they got. There's a cutscene playing there that apparently because Catherine with a K gave Vincent a cake, and Catherine with a C came over last night and is wondering why the actual the cake is there. But also Catherine with a K knocking on the door as well, so you can see obviously if she opens the door and sees Catherine with a C in there, Vincent's going to be in a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble. This is the first evening where the actual gang isn't here, so we're free to get up straight away and leave and get ready for the quadrangle. Yes, the quadrangle is actually probably one of the more infamous stages in the entire game, where most people I've seen either just give up or like struggle quite badly, and you'll see why in a second why a lot of people will struggle here. Yes, there's a lot of tick-tock as well, which is a nice little atmospheric thing for each level, hearing the clock just ticking past.
Tonight we visit the quadrangle.
The quadrangle.
I didn't expect you to climb this high.
Ba ba ba. So yeah, the quadrangles are very quite infamous. Not the most infamous level in the game, but it's up there. Or infamous stage. In the grand scheme of things, as a whole, it's probably the most infamous. There are more infamous actual floors, but as a whole stage, it's probably one of the most infamous. Because most of, like 95% of the level is ice blocks. And on ice blocks, you can very easily slide, and if you're not careful, you can slide off the actual map in general. Which just leads to your instant death. As you can see right here, demonstrates you just slide right off, and you can't stop until you get to the end of the actual, either an actual block you can actually not slide on, or that. Just gonna take this block over here. We're just gonna drop it here, grab this quickly, push it this way. This guy's in our way, so unfortunately we have to ask you to move. Thank you, goodbye. Can't go the side path, hang off quickly and wait for this to fall. There we go, wonderful, thank you. Push those along, push that aside, wait for this to fall. Otherwise you will get crushed. Actually, even better, this one. It's an extra actual footbridge. Yeah, don't go to the right hand side because that guy will be in your way and he'll be super annoying to deal with. Not for very long, but he'll still be in your way until he's taken care of. Then we'll push this and push that out the way so this one can fall. So we can use this as a little climb up right here. Now we wait for this to fall. Now we use our block and we pull this out. Wonderful. Yeah, if you actually pull that ice block out too quickly, you won't actually be able to climb up that way. Actually, that's one bit where you don't want to go too fast on, but just enough to actually let it go past you. Otherwise, you can't do a fast climb to get out of there. And as you see more and more, the more we climb now past the actual Inquisition, that's turning in more and more into like a chapel and like a church. From here on now as well, from here.
You got past the ice and made it to the 5th floor.
That's 5, so we can go for a Chaos 1 next time. Or technically Freedom choice. Wonderful. Alright, now time for 5-2. There's not much of a difference between 5-2 and 5-1. Just got to make sure you just don't slide too much. But the best way of actually not sliding is actually pulling out a block. If you put out a block, you can't actually slide. Even if it's another ice block as well, you can't slide, which is pretty nice. Just gonna ignore that guy completely, like not even worry about it at all. Pull out this block because it might be slower than playing a normal block, but it's faster overall. Pull this over, hang this side. Let's mine this overall. Pull that out, thank you. Sorry, dude. Not like this! Don't really need the checkpoint back to take it just in case if you do need it. There we go. But yeah, you got to do a lot of hanging on this level as well to make sure you don't actually get yourself into trouble. There we go. Then pull this out and pull this out. Whoops. That's fine. There we go. But yeah, most important thing here is not to panic. If you panic, that's what makes you go over the edge. This level highly punishes panicking. Please move. Thank you. I love that. You literally just like tries to up the actual level. Do 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 do. We're almost there. Not like this. Indeed, not like this. Do, 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 do. Take a foot bridge just a second for that. Unfortunately, of course, this guy's going to be annoying. That's fine. Whoops. Like to do that. There we go, now we can do this. Not bad, not bad. Just made a couple of mistakes at the ends by pulling out the wrong block. But yeah, that's basically the end of the Inquisition apart from watching the boss battle now. This was actually a hilarious boss battle. Because most people on this difficulty are meant to go at quite a slow pace and let the actual boss keep up. But I'm going to show you what happens when you actually know how to do the level pretty well. Another confessional. Depends on the secrets. There we go, wonderful. So it's talking about actual Catherine for Q and like how well they can play the piano, and like if the actual love is genuine, it actually plays even better. Doesn't actually technically do anything like gameplay wise, it's just there to actually symbolise the actual bond growing between Catherine for Q and Vincent. This actually might have a small effect depending on it might actually reduce the speed of blocks falling maybe, but I don't think it does. Anyway though, it's a killer. Do not die. I don't need that extra. I've already got 2 weaknesses already, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, their actual attacks coming down now, so it's got to be careful of that overall. But yeah, as long as you can actually go fast enough, we're actually leaving Doom's Bride in the dust right now. But yeah, she has 2 attacks, this actual like avalanche attack and the attack of where she can send blocks flying at you. Wait that out. Pull this block out, that actually makes Xuio007 start off the edge. Like you can see, it's all about just having to pull out blocks and hang. Yeah, we're just leaving them in the dust right now. There's the attack coming from, that's the random... Okay, that's unfortunate. It wouldn't actually let my thing go through. Wait it out, thank you. Last drink, and we are out. But yeah, as you can see how far the Doom's Bride's behind us at the moment, because of how fast we climbed up that entire tower. Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much where this is where the run really gets into full gear now. This is where the puzzles get quite a lot harder as well. Like each stage gets progressively harder. There's a cutscene that's playing now that Catherine with a Q heard a noise from next door in Vincent's room. And Vincent got absolutely scared by something that was at his door and then ran away very quickly. Then Vincent and Catherine had a talk together, or Catherine with a Q had a talk together. But yes, now we're getting ready now for like the real start of the game now, which is going to be Clock Tower. Haven't got time to read messages, sorry. Yeah, well, off home we go.
Look,
Yeah, this is part of the game where you can get one of the first endings, or at least you can set in stone one of the first endings you can get in the game. If you do things in a very specific order and very specific ways of doing it. But yeah, so now we're going to be starting the clock tower. This is where the stage is going to get between like 3 and 4 per area now. Most of them have been like 2 to 3, but now we're going to get between like, at least 3 and 4 now, always now from now on.
This clock has been in use since ancient times.
But yes, now we're entering the main heart now of the actual tower. At least the proper heart of the tower now anyway, the part that's most important of it anyway. The clock tower.
From Bob.
Bomb? But yes, the bomb blocks are being introduced here. And bomb blocks are quite nasty because they can blow up actual blocks in the area that can actually cause them to be cracked blocks. So you've got to be careful where you stand and what you activate. This can be a good thing to blow them up, but usually you want to avoid it if possible. The only thing, like the actual thing, the bomb blocks though can't blow up reinforced blocks like these grey ones right here, or indestructible blocks. They can't do anything against those. Don't have to worry about your footing getting blown up. Like right here, this just won't do anything, so it's a safe block to use. Push this all the way to the side. Once again, push it to the side. Alright, I got it. Alright, I got it. Wait for this guy to come over here. Thank you, because he can be very annoying if you actually don't take care of him. Just gonna have all the way across. But we will go grabbing this actual block right here, thank you very much. Let's do this, push it out of the way, collect the energy drinks, thank you. One second, I've got it. There, that works, that's fine. Now first energy drink right here. Of course, he's being a douche. Yeah, unfortunately, he ran up towards me and blocked me from being able to grab onto the actual side, the actual cube, or the block, unfortunately, but it can happen sometimes, but that's why luckily restart or like an undo is always useful there as well, in case you need it. Block him in so you can't do anything. Whoops. Use our second drink right here. Yeah, the most important thing is knowing when to use your energy drinks as well, and also when you can get a new set of drinks. It's really useful to know. We're almost done. Push us to the sides, and we are done. Ooh, that was a really good 6-1. That was a really good 6-1.
The dexterity is impressive.
Even with actually that, the actual sheep coming towards us and blocking our path. Like it wasn't major, that's the funny thing about it. Oh man. But also, if for any keen-eyed viewers, you can see in the portraits of all... 1 second. Okay, I gotta make sure I get to... Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of questions as well, and they aren't always the same questions. There's like a pool of like 140 questions, and you can be answered like any one of those 140 questions, apart from like some are always preordained, like the first and second are always guaranteed, but everything after that can be completely random. So unless you can memorize all 140 questions, know which one's going to give you what response for the actual meter, it's a little bit tricky. But yes, now we're getting introduced now to the big bomb blocks, and they can tell you which ones are which by how they glow. It's a light blue glow, it's a small bomb block. It's a big like purple glow like this one. It's actually a well, I can do like 4 squares instead of doing 2 squares. Yeah, only thing about this one, unfortunately, you've got to be pretty quick when you build this tower right here. Quickly. Just in time, good stuff. Alright, just push these out very quickly. Push it over the edge, activate this bomb block. So we can get to the actual trampoline block right here, which is a lot faster. Yeah, pull it out and pull it over towards the... well, right here. Yeah, use our last energy drink right here. Absolutely fine, because we get a new fresh one right here as well, so that's the best use of the actual energy drinks. Pull this out completely. This may seem slow, but actually, it's actually one of the fastest things I can do here. Oh, I pulled it over one too far. That's fine. Still faster. Oh, no, I didn't want to pull that one out. Yeah, sometimes the controls can be a little bit finicky if you actually do a little bit too fast. There can be a pretty bad feeling when that happens as well. You can be like, uh-oh. No, straight right here, that's fine. We can use the other two later on. Alright, now we have to Inazuma our way up here now, which Inazuma is a technique where basically you push out 2 blocks and basically like an infinite actual bridge to get higher. Stop! All the trampoline blocks. Oh yeah, I got pushed over one over. Yeah. Just gotta very quickly just do that. Hop off it, make sure we're safe. Pull that over so we can go back around and make an extra bit of support. That's the most important technique you can learn in this game, is making space. You can make space, you can almost come your way out almost anything. Unfortunately, you've got to activate either one or the other here, it doesn't really matter. Got to pull out one of these. That's fine. That's fine, push that out, and then pull that across, and then pull this one out, and we are done. Not bad, not bad. Another good, that's another gold. Also, in case anyone's wondering, I'm now currently 1 second ahead of my personal best at the moment. That's all there is in my actual run right now. We're 1 second ahead of personal best. Oh dear.
The others seem to trust you and that piano player.
I would not be, That's wonderful, now we're dead even again now, wonderful. Indeed, yeah, we're 1 second ahead of PB pace at the moment. We've had a few bad areas, but we've also had some really good areas as well, so it's been pretty counterbalanced at the moment as well, which is nice. But yeah, also another fun feature as well, you can see exactly how other people answer the questions as well around the world, which is like a nice little interesting feature. Alright, the clock tower, 3rd floor. This isn't a hard level overall, it's just quite a lengthy one. This is where spidering is really useful here. There we go, we can grab the energy drink and level up one there, which is lovely. Yeah, this one here's a real pain to do normally, so what I pretty much just do here is just build it out the way you're meant to do it, and just do this overall. It's way easier, just use 2 energy drinks right here on that alone. It might seem like a bit of a waste, but trust me, it's not. It's actually worth it just doing that. Because you don't want to stay here longer than you have to. Yeah, push this block out, and then push this over here, and then we can hang off the side here, and round there. Whoops, I actually don't want to do that, I want to do this. But yeah, if you push out the wrong block, it can make things a lot harder for you later on. But yeah, energy drinks are really broken in this game. I mean, they're broken, actually, believe it or not, in the original Catherine, they're actually even more broken. Because it would give you the same ability, but pretty much will allow you to do about 14 seconds of ×2 block climbing. You can only use it once, but you would get a lot more value out of doing it even once than you would actually 3 in here. I mean, they're both really powerful items, but in Catherine original, it was even more busted. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, take this block out so we can make a bridge up over here. Yeah, pull this block out right here, and then we can use our last energy drink to do this. Yes, the most important thing of using the energy drinks is knowing when to best use them.
Reach the top once again.
And exactly know when you can get a new one as well, or know you don't need it anymore. Like I know I didn't need it anymore, so that's why I use it right there.
Damn it.
Because we can get another one here in a minute anyway, so maximising its effectiveness.
You're starting to get careless.
Yeah, this is the final question. That's absolutely fine, that's 4 out of 4.
And you
Okay, so who wants to meet a old boss, but even worse than before? Now, tell me, what could be worse than a boss we've already fought? Well, you're about to find out. You are about to find out. The final area of the clock tower.
Child with chainsaw has
It's not only a child, it's a child with a chainsaw. That's far worse. Oh, excuse me, gonna drag this over here, push you there. Run over here, quickly grab this. That's fine. On we go. Yeah, he needs to run here. Just run. Alright, first checkpoint. That was pretty quick. Just quickly, just use this as I can get over here. Yeah, so now the actual child with chainsaw is now cut off 1/3 of the actual level now, so it's going to be a little bit harder to actually use the actual area. That's unfortunate. That's fine. Yeah, so these buzzsaws here will kill you, and they can also change their direction depending on how you actually move blocks around. There's a little bit of RNG in this battle, unfortunately, but so far nothing too bad for what you can see. My first drink right there. Da, da, ba, da, ba, ba. That's fine, so far it's been pretty nice, the buzzsaws. Yeah, this boss will just constantly keep chasing you and keep bombarding you with excuse me. Oh, careful, that was close. We're almost there. We've got one drink that we can use at the last bit right here. And we're free! Nice, that was actually a really good clock tower overall. That was pretty good. Oh, menacing laugh. Wonder what that could have been. But yes, that is the end of the clock tower. Now we can get prepared now for the next area. And it's probably the next area coming up is the most infamous of all the actual areas in the whole game as a whole. But yeah, we got a quick minute until our next major bit. So anything you need that is reading out, we've got a quick minute for it.
Once again, I would just like to remind everyone watching that we are trying to raise money for the fantastic charity, the Great Ormond Street Hospital. If you would like to donate to this brilliant charity, all you need to do is !donate in the chat, use the widget down below the stream, or even use your phone's camera to scan in the barcode on our overlay. Great Ormond Street Hospital are a brilliant charity helping critically ill children from across the UK who go down to London to the hospital to stay on the wards and try to heal them the best that they can with the treatments that they have available. So if you do want to donate to a fantastic cause such as that, !donate is all you need to do.
But yeah, so we had a quite a big major part of the story, and it turns out that Rin isn't actually technically part of this world in a sense. And after the choice we've made, she decided to actually leave pretty much now and just go on their way. And now basically we have to fight now to get the ending we need. And now we're entering the most infamous of probably of all the stages as a whole. We're entering now the Spiral Corridor and the gateway to the cathedral. As what Astronaut said. Do. But yeah, so Spiral Corridor is where it gets pretty tricky now overall. It requires you to do quite a lot of things in specific orders to actually climb efficiently. Oh, speaking of which, there we go, thank you. Oh wait, 1 second, need to push that one out, and this one out, there we go. Okay, now we have the Inazuma. A lot of Inazuma. That's pretty much what Inazuma is, it's putting out one block, dragging it to the left or the right, going around it, pushing it, and then rinse and repeat the whole way up. There we go. Take a checkpoint just in case I don't think we need it, but I will take it just in case. It's an emergency. But yeah, Inazuma isn't exactly the hardest thing in the world to actually understand, but it can take a while to actually get the feeling for it. Once you actually know what you've got to try and do in principle, it's pretty easy. But I've seen people like struggle to actually figure it out. But once you do figure it out, it's actually a pretty good feeling. And there we go, that takes care of that. Run over here to grab the checkpoint. I wouldn't normally grab this, but for just being safe for marathon safe strats.
Alright, I got it.
But yeah, it's pretty much this basically like the Inquisition's area, but you got to do this one actually properly. You can't like cheese this one, unfortunately. You have to do this one the way it's intended. Luckily, it ain't too tall though, which is the one nice thing. Also, the music's pretty good as well for Catherine as well. It's got some really well-made music. Got a spot later on. We'll need it. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much exactly the same technique up and over and over and over again. It's having basically just have to pull one block out, put it to the side, climb around it, push another one out, slide it across, rinse and repeat. And hello, Julie. Welcome, welcome. There we go, and that is the end of 7-1. Oh, whoops, Daisy. Let go of the D-pad one touch too early. As I suspected, you survived. Doesn't surprise me now. But as you can see now, the platforms are getting less populated now after every stage. Oh man. No. Okay, so I'll make sure I answer a freedom question next time. Because we've almost got the actual ending locked in now. All we've got left to try and do is keep it as neutral as possible. I think I have like a 2 or 3 question gap, but if you're not careful, we can very quickly go over that actual neutral border. Okay, Spiral Corridor, 2nd floor. This one isn't actually too much harder than the first one. It's a bit more complicated. This one I ain't too bad. We can go over here, we can push this out, and then push that back over again, so we can make a step we can get around. Take the left side. You can push actually a block out and let the other side fall, which is actually pretty nice. Now we've got to pull out all of these blocks step by step. There we go, makes a nice little staircase for us, cause a hurricane. Or tornado, sorry. Actually, we're almost there already. It's having to repeat this technique over and over again. I could use my block right there, but I'm saving it for the next area. That's an emergency. There we go. That was a really good 7-2. That was really good. That's the best I've ever done that level.
I hope you can keep this up.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty proud of myself right there. See, what you could do actually, if you really wanted to, I could go and actually buy a energy drink from the actual vendor over there, but it takes too long for the dialogue and stuff.
I'm not surprised anymore.
Hey, wonderful, perfect. So I think no matter what now, I think guarantees now are, even if we actually, no matter what we choose actually now, I think we'll be in the clear for the ending. I don't get the final thing wrong, but it's pretty easy, the final choice for that one. Just gotta say no 3 times, then just, the obvious answer at the end. Okay, this is probably one of the highest levels actually in the game coming up, at least in terms of technicality. The hardest part's actually the beginning part, but the beginning part's actually pretty difficult. The most important thing here is making space, like I was saying earlier in the previous level, but this one even more so. The most important thing is make yourself space. It's absolutely fine, I can use this to make some space. That's why I was saving that block for, just for that, so I can get this last bit done much faster. Take the left-hand side route here, because it's way easier taking the right-hand side. Oops, daisy. Yeah, pull this first middle block out, pull this middle section there, across. Oh, no, this way. Thank you. And make myself a nice little easy ladder to climb up from here. We will be grabbing this block right here, so we can use it in the next area. Or actually use it right here, actually. That over there, push us over here, and block, and we're out. There we go, wonderful. That was really good. That was a really good 7-3. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was a really good 7-3. Didn't get stuck at all at any point. Like, if you part the wrong block, you can get quite easily stuck. Alright, this is the final question. Well, actually, second to last question. That's absolutely fine. So we've got to try and see if we can get the freedom question on the last one. Okay, now coming up to probably the most infamous level, in a sense, is 7-4. It's not an overly long level, but it's one of the most head-scratching levels. You don't know how to actually go about it. You say 10 blocks high. It doesn't sound that difficult, but you'll see why it's actually pretty hard considering what you got to work with. Do. Yeah, so you can see there's not a lot of room to move here, but the solution for this is actually surprisingly simple, and most people kick themselves when they actually figure it out after it. Pull this third one out, second one out, hang around, pull this out again. Pull this one out as well, but drag it to the right after. Drag this out to the right. Pull that out to the right, pull this out, push it along, and we're done. And we're done. It's one of those things that it seems so difficult to do because there's only really 2 solutions for it. Like there actually only is 2 solutions, and if you do it wrong at any one point, it literally makes it impossible to actually finish. When people get it, it's an amazing thing to see people get that. When I've watched new people play the game, I'm always so happy and beaming when I see them get it right. What's the most important factor when getting married? Sincerity. Perfect. Ah, crap, I forgot. I forgot. I meant to do. It shouldn't matter anyway. We're still within the 2-question boundaries, which should be fine for neutral ending. I was meant to hit the other one there, make it dead even. But that's actually the last question, so don't think it really matters not getting the ending now anyway. Alright, now it's time for the next boss. Spiral Corridor Final Floor. And guess who it is?
The shadow of Vincent has appeared. It's the killer.
The Shadow of Vincent. Literally your inner turmoil. Wait for him to do his thing. Just gonna smash his head against the actual block there. One can't be good for your head. Go master yourself, right? There we go, we can just drop behind there, use these trampolines to get up next second half level or second quarter level. Quit resisting! They've got this in a very specific way so we can get these blocks over here. That's fine, so we can drag this out over here, make a staircase. There we go, now we can get over here. Drag this over to this side so we can make a tower. There we go, pull this one out. Push this one forwards. Grab on that side, let go. There's a lot of leap of faith here for this one. If you can do it, it's much easier. Right now, Shadow of Vincent's going to actually make the whole area now turn to darkness. With only very small periodic lights. There we go, so we can have the leverage, push it over once. Just along the ice, we can grab up here. Push that over once. Push this void one over there. Also, by the way, these void gates, if you step on them, you instantly die, by the way. It just sucks you in like a black hole. There we go, so now we can do this part up here, make another footbridge, another Inazuma. We can have a block right here. I'm also hoping that he ain't gonna swear, but I think he might if I'm too slow. So apologies if you hear the swear, but I apologise for that. I hope he won't swear, but be careful for an actual swear word. Whoops, I meant to actually... Come on, I hope I can be fast enough so he won't swear. Pull it over there. Come on. Hey, nice. I was fast enough, actually. I was fast enough. Good stuff. Nice. No swearing this run. Thank you for more congratulations. Okay, so that's the end of the main set of stages now. We've got quite a bit of story here as well, so... Any messages, reminders, donations, anything at all?
Of course, do remember that we are still trying to raise money for Great Ormond Street Hospital. So if you do want to donate, all you need to do is ~donate in the chat. Scan the barcode on screen with your camera, or you can even use the Tiltify widget down below the chat. That's 3 different ways that you can donate to Great Ormond Street Hospital, and all of them will allow me to read out your message if you have one. So please do donate, because Great Ormond Street Hospital is a brilliant charity and they do need your support.
So yeah, so at this point the story now is that Vincent thought his nightmare was over for actually finishing the last stage, but turns out there's one more stage. And turns out basically both Catherines were trying to kill him, but it was all a nightmare anyway. But yeah, this one is not the hard level per se to do, but it's basically an escort mission in a puzzle game, which is always fun. But yeah, you can't make sure you don't go too far ahead of Catherine here, otherwise she can die. Also, I don't know what Catherine's doing right now, but that also worked, I guess. Also, you can let Catherine wait as well if you need to, so you can have to worry about her getting in your way. It's a balance of having to do the puzzles and keeping an eye on Catherine and yourself. So it's a balancing act you got to try and do here. And you make sure you don't block Catherine in either. Oh, here comes the first lightning attack. Yeah, that's the only thing you need to be careful here, that's fine. No, Catherine! Please, Catherine, please don't embarrass me in front of our glorious hosts. Yeah, Catherine's doing some weird stuff at the moment, doing things that she shouldn't normally be doing, or would be doing normally. Wait, Catherine, you don't have to climb during the thunder strike. That's fine. You have to worry about crack blocks though for Catherine because she doesn't actually trigger the actual cracking, which is nice. Wait, Catherine. That's fine. I've got to wait for it to finish though. Alright, we're almost there. Wait, Catherine. Can't see. We're almost there. That's fine, and now we've triggered the actual last sequence now, so she can't actually hit us now with lightning, it's just for show. Now it's got to wait for her to actually get to the bottom of the staircase. Come on, Catherine, please, hurry. Okay, now we can go ahead. Yeah, she's got to be actually on that at the start of the actual immovable blocks before we can rush on ahead, otherwise she will die. But yeah, that was a pretty decent cathedral. Unfortunately, Catherine took a couple of weird angles there to climb, but nothing too bad in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it turns out actually nightmares aren't over yet. Turns out they're not quite over just yet, the nightmares. Unfortunately, Catherine Vacay has just broken up with Vincent now after the news, and basically him missing pretty much, not intentionally, but because he thought it was in the nightmare still. So now Vincent and Catherine have now broken up. And Vincent's obviously really down the dumps about it. Her dream is something that will disappear no matter how much you wish to believe it. Thomas Button. Yeah, and now Vincent's talking now to Boss, the bartender, because he thinks something's going on and he's involved with it somehow. And turns out actually Boss did have something to do with it all along. Boss was the one to take the nightmares and stuff. But yeah, this is it. This is the true final part of the game. Yeah, now we must climb the Imperio. We have one last set of levels to try and climb out of now. I'm hoping all my practice paid off for this, because this is what it's not difficult per se, it's just there's quite a lot of RNG in it as well, and if enough randomness goes bad for you, it can make trying to climb some areas really difficult. Or, on the flip side, if actually it's lucky for you, it makes it a lot easier. So let's see what we get this time then, shall we? Hopefully it'll be nice. But yeah, so now we've got new blocks to worry about now, along with all the other ones. We've got mystery blocks, which are these little red curtain blocks, supposed to be you have no idea what they are until you actually get to them. There we go, let's use that straight away so we can take care of them. We do not want them in our way. Whoops, excuse me, thank you. I don't really need the one here, it's actually not that difficult to get to the higher one. But yeah, the Illusion Roads, that's basically what the level's called. To Daddy. But you should stick to take this right-hand path. It's nothing that much easier or difficult than the other ones, but... Oh yeah, 1 second. Sorry, dude. Yeah, we can almost pass over here now. Yeah, now we pass over onto the middle bridge now. And once again, we go for the left-hand side. Excuse me, got to do that first. There we go. Now we've got a checkpoint here. Just in case we do that last part up, we shouldn't do though, just in case. Sorry, but yeah, once again, another mini Inazuma. Keep this left-hand side intact as much as possible because we do not want this to actually fall on us, otherwise it makes the climb impossible. Thank you. Monster block, go away. Thank you. Once again, Inazuma over here. Most important thing, keeping these support blocks in place, because if they actually move, it makes it impossible if they actually fall in the wrong way. That's fine, right hand side doesn't matter at all. Oh, we're almost there, one last mini Inazuma. There we go, and just after that, and after about these two blocks at all. Nice, good climb, very good climb. That actually was a pretty smooth climb overall, not gonna lie. In case anyone's interested, I'm now currently 6 minutes ahead of my PB, so I'm actually doing really well this run. All my practice really paid off. So we could be on a strong PB pace right here. Yes, these are the first of the ultimate questions. I wouldn't risk my life. This first question doesn't actually matter at all, but every other question after this does matter. But luckily it's pretty easy. It's pretty much just left, left, right. To finalise what ending you're going to get. Okay, 9-2. Do 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 do. Monster blocks. Yeah, this is an introduction to monster. It's actually the level I'm actually fearing the most overall because there's quite a lot of randomness in it. These monster blocks. That's fine, that works. There we go. But I will grab the actual checkpoint here just in case I need it as an emergency. Da 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 da. That's fine. Yeah, careful with these guys because they will and can kill you. So speed here is paramount. Ooh, that was good. You almost got a swing on me there. You almost tried to swing for me. Ah, you're gonna really block me. You're gonna really block me? Please don't do that. That's fine. Let's get up here. Yeah, these blocks can move, by the way, as well. That's why they're so scary, because you have no idea what's going to happen until after you already move it. Like that, for example. That's what I was afraid of. That would happen. Almost. That's fine. That works. That's perfectly fine. That's not so fun, unfortunately. We're almost there. Game, please be nice for like a couple more seconds. Alright, good enough. That wasn't great, but that's still better than nothing. Yeah, that was unfortunately very bad luck overall with how certain blocks fell and how they moved. It's not a run killer, but it can definitely lose you time if you like, get unlucky enough with it. But luckily it was nice enough, I guess, overall. Managed to actually work around it before managed to get into too much of a pickle. Alright, first real question here to answer. Wish for a peaceful life? No. Good for you. Thank you, good luck, Nostro. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we'll have a little bit of time for anything needs to be said after this next level's over, because it's got a little bit of a cutscene to go through and a little bit longer of dialogue. But yeah, 9.3 is actually not too bad in the grand scheme of things compared to 9.2. It's more of a trial and a marathon more than anything else. Most important thing is taking care of the actual mystery blocks. That is the most important thing, because that's wrong for you and it's bad. Go for the energy drink over here. That's fine, make an actual tool thing right here. Excuse me, thank you. Do. That's fine. Let's use that one right here. Make the connection over. Careful for this guy, 'cause he's going to be annoying. Thank you very much for getting out of my way. That's fine, just get out of that area. That's fine, let's put this block right here. Unfortunately as well, the levels start to get faster, or at least it starts to fall faster and faster now as well, so be careful with that. Make sure it ain't make sure it ain't that. Yeah, if it's a monster block, I'll make sure it actually isn't going to be moving, because if it moves, you can be in big trouble. That's fine, use that last energy drink for now. Oh, thank you for pointing down actually, that was actually nice of you. I actually thought it was going to stay there. One second. That works.
Are you having some trouble?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Always go back and repeat some of your moves.
Once a block, thank you, don't move. No, thank you. There we go. That was a little bit slow, that's still fine. Got myself tanked up a little bit, but you can see if you actually get it wrong a little bit, you can get in a lot of trouble. That's fine. Hey, good stuff. Very good stuff. Alright, we're coming up to the final main level. managed to figure out a way out there before the floor came up. It got pretty close to us then, actually. We managed to get out there just in time. Our second to last question as well. Nope. It's absolutely fine. So we've got one more question left to answer later on. But yeah, if we have anything that needs saying, we got a quick minute because this next bit isn't too difficult. It's just more of a long climb.
Once more, I have to implore to everyone watching at the moment, we are trying to raise money for the fantastic Great Ormond Street Hospital. So please do !donate in the chat if you can donate. We will accept literally any donation because every little helps, and we are trying to help a fantastic cause. Great Ormond Street Hospital treat and look after many children who have got incredibly complex illnesses and diseases. So please do donate if you can, because they are a charity and they can only continue to do their good work with help of people like you.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, this is pretty much the last main level in the actual game. It's nothing actually too difficult. It's pretty much just a... oh, one sec, actually I did that one bit wrong. Here we go. But yeah, this is more of just a long climb more than anything else, making sure you don't panic. There we go, it's fine. But yeah, also monster blocks, if you actually are in front of them, when they actually, when you're on that same level, they can and they will actually lick you off it, which is pretty bad. That's fine. Out, I can't. Believe it or not, these guys were far worse actually in the original release because they could jump up 2 squares continuously. Oh, why'd you got to do that, dude? As you can see, they can be rather annoying if you get lucky enough with how they actually move. They can be rather annoying. Come on, dude. I haven't got all day. Thank you. Probably actually use my actual book then, actually. That probably would have been a better call, but eh. Spider cross over here. Climb. Climb furiously. But yes, you can see it's nothing too difficult in this one. It's primarily just keeping focus. Oh yeah, we want this over here actually, so we want to do that. Push us over this way, grab that up here before it falls. Thank you. That's fine, push it out before it detonates. Thank you. Yes, we're almost there. Nice, actually, at least they actually came both pretty quickly, so I actually hang up there. Yeah, I'm saving my energy drink for basically the last part of the game, the actual bosses. See what these are, that's fine. Now we've got a way to get up there now, safely. Make a little staircase. As you can see there, trying to lift me off there, but it couldn't do it. These don't matter at all. Be careful here though, because you can die if you're not careful. 1, 2, and then up to the left, and then 1 up here, and then we're done. Wow, okay, every single Imperial level was a gold. Nice. This remaster is absolutely amazing. It technically is like a pseudo remaster remake, Kata. It's basically got most of the new features are like different tweaks to items, cutscenes, dialogue choices. That's fine. I'll continue to search. That's it. We've now locked in our ending for the last levels. But yeah, it's an absolutely amazing game, especially to pick up, even for the story, and even if you just go for an easy difficulty for the story, it's an amazing game. It's sort of like a puzzle, one half, the other half is basically more like a psychological and insight into relationships and dating, like good stuff. Highly recommended game, especially if it's on sale. Cracking little game overall for what it is. Yeah, it's like a pseudo sort of style. Yeah, here we go. This is it. We are now fighting the boss.
Thomas Mutton has
or Thomas Mutton.
It's the killer. Do not die.
Yeah, so he's actually the most aggressive boss out of all the bosses in the game, and he can very easily block you from actually climbing if you're not careful. Or he actually wants to be annoying, he can easily block you. And we change here. That's fine, as long as it actually aids monster blocks. As long as it doesn't actually spawn in monster blocks, that's the most important thing. Ah, I had to open my mouth, didn't I?
Boy, stop moving!
I had to open my mouth, didn't I?
You don't have any time. Boy, stop moving!
No, I need to move.
Right, I got it.
And we change here. Yeah, as you can see, he can be incredibly annoying.
You don't have any time.
You don't have any time. Head goes boom. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to shoot in between the actual blocks, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. He has to destroy any actual foundations for me to stand on. Don't go for the boot slam, thank you very much.
Boy, stop moving! You don't have any time.
That was a little close, that was some bad luck right there. That's fine, we can use all these to get up faster. Uh-oh.
Die, will you?
That's fine, absolutely fine.
You need to run.
Drink.
You don't have any time.
You don't have any time. Wait for his boot stomp. That's fine, that works now. But yeah, it's pretty much just having to stay calm and just plan out one bit at a time. Ding 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 ding. Alright, good stuff. Get that out the way, please. Thank you. And that's... Oh, can we get there first? Ah, of course, right before. That's fine. That's still a really good actual press button. Alright, we're coming up to the final level now of the actual of the run. Curse you, sheep! Oh man. There's no questions here, it's just one last little bit of talking from Ashtonoff. Okay, yeah, so time will end when we get to the very top of the actual of this tower, but I'll mention when we're close to it. Do 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 do. When you reach the top, you will be true freedom.
Pause. Doomsday has appeared.
Doomsday has appeared. It's a killer. Do not die. Thanks. There we go. Grab that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. In this first bit, it's more of a race against time, so if you're too slow, he will just basically just burn the entirety of the arena around you. It's basically a race against time here in the grand scheme of things. Excuse me, thank you. Push that along so we can make ourselves a little bit opening. Do 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 do.
Right, I got it.
Do 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 do. Oh yeah, whoops. There we go, we're almost out of here. And we are pretty much out. Alright, now the real part of the last thing begins. Alright, so now basically we're under the curse now of the finite curse. And it will basically make any blocks randomly appear. It could either be good ones or bad ones. We're looking for trampolines if possible to make our climb faster. That's what we're hoping for, but it's a random chance for it to appear. Like that, for example. With the Morning Star curse. That's fine, whatever. Oh. That works, actually, thank you. But yeah, redo can, or undo can be really useful with a pinch. You're only going to die. Unfortunately, trampoline's on the wrong floor. I, of course, had to be... Ah, am I stuck in a constant loop? No, never mind, fine. Fine. That's unfortunate. That's the one block you don't want to have there at random. Managed to work it out pretty quickly, but that's unfortunate, being the actual spike block right there. Oh, we got lucky there with being actually done before the actual bus box came out. Right, using my first energy drink right here, grabbing the... Oh, can't find out. Yeah, these are always guaranteed to be trampolines, these ones, which is pretty nice. Oh, wait, we're getting near to end of the actual run of the level now. Last little bit. I'll say when time's coming up. One last inner zoom of the pull off as well. Yes, come on, over here, and then pull this out. Alright, last little bit. And we're almost there. Oh, okay. This is getting pretty annoying actually. This is some bad luck right here. Wow, okay, thank you. That was annoying. That's some really bad luck right there. I'm almost there, and... wait for it, and... oh. Any step now. And that is... time. Nice. Good stuff. So yes, so that's actually, for me, that would have been an 11-minute PB. Well, 10 minutes 53 to be exact. That was actually an overall pretty good run. Unfortunately, RNG was pretty mean. Especially at the end there with the continuous monster blocks.
I can't believe it.
Sucks
Yeah, that was super good overall.
I can't lose. No, you'll never win, you bastard.
What are you, stupid? I already did beat you.
Shut up!
Shut up!
You're an even bigger fool than I thought, you little
But yeah,
wretch.
overall that was a
You're
really
not
good
going
run.
to prevent me from saving your race by being stubborn.
Unfortunately, I had a little bit of bad luck through certain sheep and other bits and pieces, but yeah, overall that was really good.
More complicated than you think.
You're just being selfish.
All right, Mutton. What I want doesn't really matter.
But yeah, if anyone is interested in Catherine, especially if you can get it for on sale, especially, it's a really good game to pick up. A good balance of puzzle, story, horror, suspense. It's basically got a lot of everything, especially if you like more of like a laid-back story-based game.
I am human, and I'm free to choose how I live.
You
Oh,
insolent
dear me.
little man.
Well, thank you, but I still won. You made me go through these stupid dreams night after night. From now on, my life is mine.
My life is my own.
Stop it!
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the run though. That was a pleasure to be a show off. And that's game. But yeah, it could be a little bit faster, but unfortunately the randomness and the monster blocks said no a little bit there. I had to really work on my feet to figure out how to get around that quickly. But no, thank you very much though for allowing me to be part of this. This was an absolute
I
honour.
never imagined you'd climb the Imperium.
Unfortunately, we finished a little bit ahead of schedules, so I can maybe show off something else very quickly if people have got enough time for it, and if we've got to kill some extra time.
Go right ahead.
It's morning.
But yes, I can show you basically what the area we could have done actually if we reached the incentive for today. But yes, how much time do we have, Matt, before next one's up? Like 15, 20 minutes?
You were scheduled to finish, yeah, about 15-20 minutes.
Alright, so I have enough time then to shut off then the special extra stage. But yeah, so pretty much we got the ending, which was the neutral ending, which is the fastest ending you can get in the game. What do you mean you give up? But yeah, so I can show you once we get past all these credits and stuff. Just gonna skip all of them then pretty much to get to what we need. And also to clarify, we actually did get the true ending, or at least the true neutral ending anyway. But yeah, that actually was a really good run actually. I guess all my practice did pay off, and there we go, that signifies the actual, even that signifies true neutral ending. Just that first picture. And the FMV of the actual true neutral ending. And also one of my favourite quotes of all time as well, that even I quote myself. Why live a life without doing what you want? That's just a recipe for a life of misery. But yeah, so I can quickly get out of here, load up the game, and we can go and do Close Encounter. I don't know if I can do the whole thing in 20 minutes, but I can at least show as much as we can before we are ready for the next person, at the very least.
Continue the story.
Load game. But yeah, not gonna actually lie, I'm pretty proud of myself actually for that. Actually, kind of surprised actually I managed to make it all work. Alright, back in the bar again. Yeah, Close Encounter on normal difficulty.
You're re-challenging the nightmare.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, so basically Close Encounter is basically what you get if we were to actually go for the actual Rin, or the Catherine with a Q or Rin routes. Gives you an extra 4 stages to fight through. Hey Sun Tzu, indeed. Been working for a good cause, helping out the UKSM live team. Oh yeah, make sure we drop these two right here so we can... Oh, okay, now I can make it fall. There we go, now I can do that. Yeah, it's a little bit harder than the Imperium, depending on how you view it. There's not as much randomness overall, but there is a lot more gimmicks to these levels. Oh, no, this way please. Thank you. Also, that's one of the best bits in the game as well, this theme. Make that fall down here so I can climb it up this way. Thank you. That's fine. That way, that this way. Grab the checkpoint. Grab the cube. And that later on. Yeah, so the Archangel has the ability to strike blocks with lightning, which can make them crack, which can make it hard to actually climb up if you're not careful. There's a little bit of randomness to it, but it's more gimmicky more than actually a problem. Push and pull like a staircase, we can go around. Wait for the lightning first, because you will get hit by it if you drag yourself back over the line. Actually, don't put that one actually down. That'll make the whole one side fall, which we don't need. We need to make space. The most important thing is keeping and making space.
How's this?
Use that so we can grab this. Do dee dee ba doo. Excuse me. Oh, no, this way, please. Thank you. Let's face our first drink there. I gotta wait for lightning first, of course. Push that out, so that falls down. Yeah, he's getting spamming with more and more lightning now. It's not a massive deal, the lightning, but if you're not careful, you can very easily make yourself into an unclimbable situation. Should have actually gone for it. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. Pull this out. Lightning's very, very frightening. 1 second, I've got to think here quickly. That works actually, that's perfectly fine. Let's use both of the last energy drinks to get up here. Actually, no, that's not too bad, that could have been a lot worse. Especially with what blocks he was trying to strike. Actually, if anything, actually, one of the hardest levels is the first one. Because if it strikes the wrong blocks, or you actually make one wrong move, it can make it impossible to climb. But the rest of them are more gimmick-based, more than actually RNG.
The Archangels.
It's a mix between RNG of the Imperium and also the gimmicks of the actual quadrangle mixed together. Oh yeah, also got to make sure I don't make these fall if possible, at least try and keep some parts from falling. I've got to wait here for a second, if I try and pull it out now I'm going to get blown away. There we go. Slash checkpoints. Uh-oh. Okay, just fast enough. That's mean. It works, but still mean. That's fine. Use one of my energy drinks here. Drag that over. That's fine. But I have to love one of my favourite themes actually in the whole game, just because of how actual iconic it can be. Oh, gotta be quick. That's absolutely fine. Just pull it out to make one massive line. Excuse me, this way. Thank you. Ah, the meteors are falling now. Wonderful. Damn, please can you let me climb? That must be incredibly mean. I spam the same spot with meteor like 3 times in a row. Foolish human! Yeah, the Archangel is not liking me today. It's part of the fight, but it's still kind of annoying. He keeps spamming at exactly the same place over and over and over again. Okay, good. Lucky didn't completely actually stop me there. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, the Archangel does not like me today.
Would you like to retry it?
I don't know why he's so angry. I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, one last normal level and then the actual finale. We've had that time to get there, depending. Also, now we've got laser blocks down to deal with, which are kind of nasty. Fine, just hang off this one quickly, wait for it to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's absolutely fine. Laser beams! Everyone loves laser beams! Wait it out. Yeah, unfortunately got to do quite a lot of waiting here, sadly, but that's what you got to do. Whee! Wait it out, wait it out. Yeah, this level punches a lot of actual being too aggressive here. There we go. Gonna use one of my actual entrance here. Look, excuse me, wait for these to go past again. Ah, tad too slow. Fine, whatever. That's unfortunate. Wait this one out. There we go. And that's that level taken care of. Yeah, close encounter is more of like using skills you use in the Imperio, but just naturally a bit differently as well, and just not being too aggressive.
Tried this area?
Nope. How much time do you have left, Matt, before the changeover?
You've still got about another 8 minutes.
Okay, so I might be able to do this fast enough, but it's going to have to be pretty good climb then. You have to let me know if we're almost out of time so I can counter if I have to. If I climb well, I should be able to finish the level in time. I better climb my heart out then. But yeah, so pretty much the Archangel uses everything he used against you in the previous 3 areas with a couple of extra mechanics as well. So it's basically everything he's used already, but even more extreme. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's actually the longest level in the game as well, like 100 something steps. But I don't want to. Alright, now we've got a new mechanic here to deal with. We've got to deal with now copies of ourselves. Yeah, just gotta be careful with the shadow clones. Careful with the blocks he's trying to crush it with as well. You shall not climb! Ooh, that was close. I shall climb! Please let me climb. Yeah, I'm saving my one last energy drink as well for emergencies. Okay, never mind, got to use it now. I was hoping he wouldn't do that, so that's why I had that last energy drink there. Well, there's the gate, but unfortunately, it is not reachable. Yeah, that's a nice little way to troll the player there as well. That's fine actually, they're both all in a really good position. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you can get unlucky with sometimes with the Archangel. Use the block here. And we're almost there. Last like 1/5 left to go. One last slot of clones. Oh gosh, the shadow clone got destroyed. Yeah, they are not being nice right now. Right, we're almost there. They should be doing the meteor crush now. There he goes, meteor crash. We're almost there, last few steps. And done. And that is the extra content you can do, the extra bonus set levels. I'm not going to show the cutscene here in case it spoils it for anyone, so I'm just going to immediately skip right here. But yeah, there we go. That is actually the bonus stage as well, or the bonus stage after the Imperium. Yeah, not bad climb actually overall. A little bit unlucky there near the ends, but a quick redo actually fixed that pretty quickly.
Would you like to retry this area?
No, thank you. But yeah, not
You got
bad.
anything else you'd like to say before I go set up the next runner?
But yeah, thank you very much for having me back once more to help support the amazing charities that UKSM support. But yeah, if anyone is interested in Catherine and wants to watch more Catherine speedrunners, or maybe get back into it themselves playing casually, or even speedrunning, the Catherine the Catherine FB segment of speedrunning.com has all the information you need to join the Discords and any things you might want to be interested in with Catherine itself. And we're always looking for new runners as well. It's a very niche game, but the community is actually pretty good overall. Everyone's really nice to each other. So if anyone's interested, please feel free to go to speedrunning.com leaderboard and look up for the Catherine Discord. But yeah, thank you so much, Matt, for having me back once more to help support an amazing charity.
No worries at all. And with that said, we will be moving on to our next run of the day so we can continue to try and raise money for that fantastic charity. Next up is